Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news. Suspected Chinese spy balloon shot down over the coast of South Carolina. That is CBS News. New York Times, Fox News, same thing. U.S. military shoots down Chinese spy balloon over Atlantic Ocean. The question that I have is, why did we wait so long? And here's the issue. There's a difference between Trump and there's a difference between Biden. With Trump, you would have negotiated a peace deal, some kind of settlement, some kind of ceasefire. He would have prevented hostilities in Europe. There would not have been an invasion. If you say, well, you don't know that. There would have been an emphasis on preventing that catastrophic invasion. Because that's what Trump did. He negotiated deals. And he utilized leverage like tariffs, which, by the way, Biden has not reversed. We still have the tariffs against China. We still have the Trump tax cuts. So a lot of the apoplectic coverage of Trump, oh my God, he's doing this. They haven't reversed a lot of what former President Trump did when he was in the Oval Office because it worked or it made sense. Now, in terms of this issue, Trump would have immediately destroyed that spy balloon, okay? But Biden has no problem with never-ending military conflict in Europe. Democrats have no problem at all. They don't want to negotiate because, oh my God, that would help our adversaries. So they didn't want some kind of settlement peace deal, but they're okay with a spy balloon flying all across the U.S. and then taking it down in the Atlantic. And their response is, well, we have to protect civilians. Well, maybe you should have protected American civilians before the balloon even got above the continental or contiguous U.S. So you have a situation where it's two schools of thought. One is actually the Lincoln Project, never-ending military conflict where Democrats believe that the environment is far more important than potential nuclear annihilation. So they'll send hundreds of billions of dollars, or tens of billions in armament to continue a proxy battle in Europe, because we have to go after our mortal enemies. Even though President Obama stated the 80s want your foreign policy back to Mitt Romney, and they came into the White House, the Oval Office in 2008. President Obama had a reset policy. The militants towards the Kremlin were the Bush administration officials. Okay, so Democrats turn on a dime 180 degrees at all times. So that's okay. That's just good business or good foreign policy. Allowing an invasion without any emphasis. Even Macron and other European leaders said, let's just try to prevent these hostilities from taking place. Trump would have definitely, Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords, peace between North and South Korea, beginning of first president to step foot in North Korea, to try to begin a détente between North and South Korea. He was a president that accomplished a great deal. The Abraham Accords were huge. The Doha Agreement brought Americans home. And that was Biden reluctantly doing so. Those 13 Americans and those 100 Afghans should be alive today. He botched that. That was a May 1st, 2021 withdrawal. But I'm trying to delineate and give you, just draw a T-chart. President Biden's foreign policy, President Trump's foreign policy. Okay? The differences. Never-ending military conflict in Europe, sending hundreds of billions to prolong a proxy battle. Humanitarian catastrophes. 90 seconds to midnight with Biden. We weren't 90 seconds to midnight with Trump. The world is less safe, objectively less safe with Biden. That's not an opinion. We're 90 seconds to midnight. We got closer to midnight, according to all the scientists that vote, most of whom vote Democrat. But they don't care. That's the way the Democratic Party works. The smartest people in the world routinely vote against their best interests, especially in terms of foreign policy. So we're 90 seconds to midnight. Doomsday Clock moves closer to global annihilation under a Democratic president, with Democrats in the House and the Senate, the House until recently, until the past couple of weeks. Hit subscribe to this channel. I will do a live stream tonight at around 7 p.m. Pacific. So be here at 7 p.m. Pacific, ladies and gentlemen. Be here for the live stream, 6 or 7 p.m. Pacific. The link will be below. And so we'll talk about this every day, 8 and 11 a.m. I will have segments on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, 8 and 11 a.m. And ladies and gentlemen, go to H.A. Goodman's other channel, subscribe there. To my Patreons, thank you so very much. And to my super thanks, that's below, next to the like and the share buttons, thank you. And go to hagoodman.com to read my writing on The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. But when you see it shot down, it didn't, it went straight down. They could have found a region of the country, told everyone to get out of a region that wasn't populated around Montana, for example. It was over Montana. If they wanted to worry about civilians getting hurt, people on the ground, they could have picked a radius where, hey, there's not a lot of people, took care of it. But no, the geothermal or satellite photos were taken. There's nuclear facilities almost certainly underground. And so you have a situation where it took all the pictures and transmitted all the information that it needed. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why you would use a balloon at 60 or 70 or 80 or 90,000 feet than the satellite photos that they could get from a satellite. The rebuttal was, it's not that big of a deal. They already have a satellite. That's not a rebuttal. They chose this option for a reason. It's like the base. They did the same thing. Oh, well, you know what? Uranium is a commodity. They can just buy it elsewhere. Then so is oil. Why is there an embargo against Moscow now? Why wasn't there an embargo on uranium? So they turn on a dime all the time. And I say, look, you know what? Democrats turn on a dime. They 180 degrees all the time. Their classified data is bad with Trump, not bad with Biden, not bad with Hillary. And Trump was a former president, unlike Biden and Hillary. Huge differences. But I'm not into tribalism, so God bless you, Democrats, Republicans, never Trumpers, Trump supporters. I'm voting for Trump. I support President Trump because his foreign policy makes sense. His economic policy, we had record low poverty with Trump. What is the rebuttal to that? From the 1 million to 4 million sub channels. I'm relatively small compared to all the big 4 million sub channels, 200,000 subs because of you, ladies and gentlemen. But there's no rebuttal. I came from the left. Before I voted Trump and supported former President Donald Trump, I came from the left. I know. I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. And the unofficial scribe of Sanders was the most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. The links are on my website, hagoodman.com. My writing was shared and read hundreds of thousands of times, just routinely in 2015 and 2016. I know what the left is about and that with Democrats, how it's changed, how the Democratic Party has changed into a militant, hawkish political party that makes no sense in terms of domestic politics and even less sense in terms of foreign policy. What they like right now, what they're focused on is the attainment of power, whether it's FTX money, $1 billion, according to Elon Musk, given to Democrats, or saying that, oh, good, inflation went down. When they took over, it was at 2%. They routinely lie, yet you don't get the apoplectic tally of lies from the Washington Post. They routinely lie. They lie more than Trump, by the way. Trump is the most honest politician we've had. That's why they can't stand him, because he says exactly what's on his mind most of the time. Sometimes he bends the truth also, but not like Biden. Not nearly like Hillary or Democrats or media in general when they're changing their tune all the time. You have a whole bunch of people who just don't like Trump, so they'll paint him as the biggest menace in the known universe. The problem, however, is they've failed. They keep failing upwards. So anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. Chinese spy balloon shot down. This is huge news. We'll do a live stream on this tonight. Be here for the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. And be here for the live stream, everybody. Thank you so very much. I'll see you soon.